Lawn Boy 20-inch mulching/rear bagging lawnmower. Model number 10605, serial number 311000001 and up. Model number 10625, serial number 311000001 and up. Operator's Manual. Introduction. This rotary blade walk-behind lawnmower is intended to be used by residential homeowners or professional hired operators. It is designed primarily for cutting grass on well-maintained lawns on residential or commercial properties. It is not designed for cutting brush or for agricultural uses. Read this information carefully to learn how to operate and maintain your product properly and to avoid injury and product damage. You are responsible for operating the product properly and safely. You may contact Toro directly at www.toro.com for product and accessory information, help finding a dealer, or to register your product. Whenever you need service, genuine Toro parts, or additional information, contact an authorized service dealer or Toro customer service and have the model and serial numbers of your product ready. Figure 1 identifies the location of the model and serial numbers on the product. Write the numbers in the space provided. This manual identifies potential hazards and has safety messages identified by the safety alert symbol, Figure 2, which signals a hazard that may cause serious injury or death if you do not follow the recommended precautions. This manual uses 2 words to highlight information. Important calls attention to special mechanical information, and Note emphasizes general information worthy of special attention. Warning: California, Proposition 65 warning. The engine exhaust from this product contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. Important: this engine is not equipped with a spark arrestor muffler. It is a violation of California Public Resource Code Section 4442 to use or operate the engine on any forest-covered, brush-covered, or grass-covered land. Other states or federal areas may have similar laws. This spark ignition system complies with Canadian ICES-002. The enclosed engine owner's manual is supplied for information regarding the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the California Emission Control Regulation of Emission Systems, Maintenance, and Warranty. Replacements may be ordered through the engine manufacturer. For models with stated engine horsepower, the gross horsepower of the engine was laboratory rated by the engine manufacturer in accordance with SAE J1940. As configured to meet safety, emission, and operating requirements, the actual engine horsepower on this class of lawnmower will be significantly lower. Do not tamper with the engine controls or alter the governor speed. Doing so may create an unsafe condition resulting in personal injury. Safety. This lawnmower meets or exceeds the CPSC blade safety requirements for walk-behind rotary lawnmowers and the B71.1 specifications of the American National Standards Institute in effect at the time of production. Read and understand the contents of this manual before you start the engine. The safety alert symbol is used to alert you to potential personal injury hazards. Obey all safety messages that follow this symbol to avoid possible injury or death. Improperly using or maintaining this mower could result in injury or death. To reduce this potential, comply with the following safety instructions. The following instructions have been adapted from the ANSI/OPEI Standard B71.1-2003. This cutting machine is capable of amputating hands and feet and of throwing objects. Failure to observe the following safety instructions: could result in serious injury or death. General operation. Read, understand, and follow all instructions on the machine and in the manual before starting. Do not put hands or feet near or under the machine. Keep clear of the discharge opening at all times. Only allow responsible adults who are familiar with the instructions to operate this machine. Clear the area of objects such as rocks, wire, toys, etc., which could be thrown by the blade. Stay behind the handle when the engine is running. Be sure the area is clear of bystanders before operating. Stop machine if anyone enters the area. Do not operate machine barefooted or while wearing sandals. Always wear substantial footwear. Do not pull machine backward unless absolutely necessary. Always look down and behind before and while moving backward. Never direct discharge material toward anyone. Avoid discharging material against a wall or obstruction. Material may ricochet back toward the operator. Stop the blade when crossing gravel surfaces. Do not operate machine without the entire grass catcher, discharge guard, rear guard, or other safety protective devices in place and working. Never leave a running machine unattended. Stop the engine and wait until the blade comes to a complete stop before cleaning the machine, removing grass catcher, or unclogging the discharge guard. Operate machine only in daylight or good artificial light. Do not operate machine while under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Never operate mower in wet grass. Always be sure of your footing. Walk. Never run. Disengage the drive system, if so equipped, before starting the engine. If the machine should start to vibrate abnormally, stop the engine and check for the cause immediately. Vibration is generally a warning of trouble. Always wear eye protection when operating machine. Lightning can cause severe injury or death. If you see lightning or hear thunder in the area, do not operate the machine. Seek shelter. See manufacturer's instructions for proper operation and installation of accessories. Only use accessories approved by the manufacturer. Slope operation. Slopes are a major factor related to slip and fall accidents, which can result in severe injury. Operation on all slopes require extra caution. If you feel uneasy on a slope, do not mow it. Mow across the face of slopes, never up and down. Exercise extreme caution when changing direction on slopes. Watch for holes, ruts, bumps, rocks, or other hidden objects. Uneven terrain could cause a slip and fall accident. Tall grass can hide obstacles. Do not mow on wet grass or excessively steep slopes. Poor footing could cause a slip and fall accident. Do not mow near drop-offs, ditches, or embankments. You could lose your footing or balance. Children. Tragic accidents can occur if the operator is not alert to the presence of children. Children are often attracted to the machine and the mowing activity. Never assume that children will remain where you last saw them. Keep children out of the mowing area and under the watchful care of a responsible adult other than the operator. Be alert and turn mower off if a child enters the area. Never allow children to operate the machine. Use extra care when approaching blind corners, shrubs, trees, or other objects that may block your view of a child. Service. Safe handling of gasoline. To avoid personal injury or property damage, use extreme care in handling gasoline. Gasoline is extremely flammable, and the vapors are explosive. Extinguish all cigarettes, cigars, pipes, and other sources of ignition. Use only an approved gasoline container. Never remove gas cap or add fuel with the engine running. Allow engine to cool before refueling. Never refuel the machine indoors. Never store the machine or fuel container where there is an open flame, spark, or pilot light such as on a water heater or on other appliances. Never fill containers inside a vehicle or on a truck or trailer bed with a plastic liner. Always place containers on the ground away from your vehicle before filling. Remove gas-powered equipment from the truck or trailer and refuel it on the ground. If this is not possible, then refuel such equipment with a portable container rather than from a gasoline dispenser nozzle. Keep the nozzle in contact with the rim of the fuel tank or container opening at all times until fueling is complete. Do not use a nozzle lock open device. If fuel is spilled on clothing, change clothing immediately. Never overfill fuel tank. Replace gas cap and tighten securely. Warning: exhaust contains carbon monoxide, an odorless, deadly poison that can kill you. Do not run the engine indoors or in an enclosed area. General service: never operate machine in a closed area. Keep all nuts and bolts tight to be sure the equipment is in safe working condition. Never tamper with safety devices. Check their proper operation regularly. Keep machine free of grass, leaves, or other debris buildup. Clean up oil or fuel spillage and remove any fuel-soaked debris. Allow machine to cool before storing. If you strike a foreign object, stop and inspect the machine. Repair, if necessary, before starting. Never make any adjustments or repairs with the engine running. Disconnect the spark plug wire and ground against engine to prevent unintended starting. Check grass catcher components and the discharge guard frequently and replace with manufacturer's recommended parts when necessary. Mower blades are sharp. Wrap the blade or wear gloves and use extra caution when servicing them. Do not change the engine governor setting or overspeed the engine. Maintain or replace safety and instruction labels as necessary. Safety and instructional decals. Important. Safety and instruction decals are located near areas of potential danger. Replace damaged decals. Setup. Important. Remove and discard the protective plastic sheet that covers the engine. 1. Unfolding the handle. No parts required. Procedure. Warning: folding or unfolding the handle improperly can damage the cables, causing an unsafe operating condition. Do not damage the cables when folding or unfolding the handle. If a cable is damaged, contact an authorized service dealer. Step 1. Loosen the handle knobs. Important: route the cables to the outside of the handle as you install the handle. Step 2. Move the handle to the operating position. Step 3. Tighten the handle knobs firmly by hand. 2. Filling the engine with oil. No parts required. Procedure. Your mower does not come with oil in the engine. Step 1. Remove the dipstick. Step 2. Slowly pour oil into the oil-filled tube until the oil level reaches the full line on the dipstick. Do not overfill. Max fill 22 ounces or 0.65 liters. Type 10W-30 or SAE30 detergent oil with an API service classification of SJ or higher. Note: each time you check the oil level, remove the dipstick and wipe it clean. Insert it into the oil filler neck, but do not screw it in. Then, remove it again and check the level. Note: if you overfill the engine, pour some oil out, as directed in changing the engine oil. Step 3. Install the dipstick securely. Important: change the engine oil after the first 5 operating hours. Change it yearly thereafter. Refer to changing the engine oil. Operation. Attachments/accessories. A selection of Toro-approved attachments and accessories are available for use with the machine to enhance and expand its capabilities. Contact your authorized service dealer or distributor, or go to www.toro.com for a list of all approved attachments and accessories. Filling the fuel tank. Danger. Gasoline is extremely flammable and explosive. A fire or explosion from gasoline can burn you and others. To prevent a static charge from igniting the gasoline, place the container and/or mower directly on the ground before filling, not in a vehicle or on an object. Fill the tank outdoors when the engine is cold. Wipe up spills. Do not handle gasoline when smoking or around an open flame or sparks. Store gasoline in an approved fuel container out of the reach of children. Fill the fuel tank with fresh, unleaded, regular gasoline from a major name brand service station. Important. To reduce starting problems, add fuel stabilizer to the fuel all season, mixing it with gasoline less than 30 days old. Checking the engine oil level. Service internal. Before each use or daily. Step 1. Remove the dipstick, wipe it clean, and insert it into the oil filler neck, but do not screw it in. Step 2. Remove the dipstick and check the oil level. If the oil level is below the add mark on the dipstick, slowly pour oil into the oil-fill tube to raise the oil level to the full mark on the dipstick. Do not overfill. Max fill, 22 ounces or 0.65 liters. Type 10W-30 or SAE30 detergent oil with an API service classification of SJ or higher. Note: if you overfill the engine, pour some oil out of it as directed in changing the engine oil. Step 3. Install the dipstick securely. Adjusting the cutting height. Warning: adjusting the cutting height may bring you into contact with the moving blade, causing serious injury. Stop the engine and wait for all moving parts to stop. Do not put your fingers under the housing when adjusting the cutting height. Caution: if the engine has been running, the muffler will be hot and can severely burn you. Keep away from the hot muffler. Adjust the cutting height as desired. Set all 4 wheels to the same height. Note: to raise the mower, move all the cutting height levers forward. To lower the mower, move all the cutting height levers rearward. Note: the cutting height settings are 1 inch or 25 millimeters, 1.5 inch or 38 millimeters, 2 inches or 51 millimeters, 2.5 inches or 64 millimeters, 3 inches or 76 millimeters, 3.5 inches or 89 millimeters, and 4 inches or 102 millimeters. Starting the engine. Pull recoil start handle. Note: if the mower does not start after several attempts, contact an authorized service dealer. Using the self-propelled drive. To operate the self-propelled drive, squeeze the self-propelled drive bar toward the handle and hold it. To disengage the self-propelled drive, release the self-propelled drive bar. Note: the maximum self-propelled ground speed is fixed. To reduce the ground speed, increase the space between the self-propelled drive bar and the handle. Stopping the engine. Service internal. Before each use or daily. Hold down the kill switch in the stop position until the engine stops. Engaging the blade. Note: when you start your engine, the blade does not turn. You must engage the blade to mow. Press the blade control bar lock and pull the blade control bar back to the handle. Disengaging the blade. Release the blade control bar. Important: when you release the blade control bar, the blade should stop within 3 seconds. If it does not stop properly, stop using your mower immediately and contact an authorized service dealer. Checking the blade stop system operation. Check the control bar before each use to ensure that the blade stop system is operating properly. Using the grass bag. Service internal, before each use or daily. You can use the grass bag to perform an additional test to check the blade stop system. Step 1. Install the empty grass bag on the mower. Step 2. Start the engine. Step 3. Engage the blade. Note: the bag should begin to inflate, indicating that the blade is engaged and rotating. Step 4. Release the blade control bar. Note: if the bag does not immediately deflate, the blade is still rotating. The blade stop system may be deteriorating and, if ignored, could result in an unsafe operating condition. Have the mower inspected and serviced by an authorized service dealer. Step 5. Stop the engine and wait for all moving parts to stop. Not using the grass bag. Step 1. Move the mower onto a paved surface in a non-windy area. Step 2. Set all 4 wheels to the 3.5 inch or 89mm cut setting. Step 3. Take a half sheet of newspaper and crumple it into a ball small enough to go under the mower housing, about 3 inches or 76mm in diameter. Step 4. Place the newspaper ball about 5 inches or 13 centimeters in front of the mower. Step 5. Start the engine. Step 6. Engage the blade. Step 7. Immediately push the mower over the newspaper ball. Step 8. Release the blade control bar. Step 9. Stop the engine and wait for all moving parts to stop. Step 10. Go to the front of the mower and check the newspaper ball. Note: if the newspaper ball did not go under the mower, repeat steps 4 through 10. Step 11. If the newspaper is unraveled or shredded, the blade did not stop properly, which could result in an unsafe operating condition. Contact an authorized service dealer. Mulching the clippings. Your mower comes from the factory ready to mulch the grass and leaf clippings back into the lawn. If the grass bag is on the mower, remove it. Refer to removing the grass bag before removing the clippings. Bagging the clippings. Use the grass bag when you want to collect grass and leaf clippings from the lawn. Warning: a worn grass bag could allow small stones and other similar debris to be thrown in the operator's or bystander's direction and result in serious personal injury or death to the operator or bystanders. Check the grass bag frequently. If it is damaged, install a new Toro replacement bag. Warning: the blade is sharp. Contacting the blade can result in serious personal injury. Stop the engine and wait for all moving parts to stop before leaving the operating position. Installing the grass bag. Step 1. Lift up the rear deflector. Step 2. Insert the grass bag handle onto the notches on the handle brackets. Removing the grass bag. Step 1. Lift up the rear deflector. Step 2. Lift the grass bag handle out from the notches on the handle brackets and remove the bag from the mower. Step 3. Close the rear deflector. Operating tips. General mowing tips. Clear the area of sticks, stones, wire, branches, and other debris that the blade could hit. Avoid striking solid objects with the blade. Never deliberately mow over any object. If the mower strikes an object or starts to vibrate, immediately stop the engine, disconnect the wire from the spark plug, and examine the mower for damage. For best performance, install a new blade before the cutting season begins. Replace the blade when necessary with a Toro replacement blade. Cutting grass. Cut only about a third of the grass blade at a time. Do not cut below the 2-inch or 51mm setting unless the grass is sparse or it is late fall when grass growth begins to slow down. Refer to adjusting the cutting height. When cutting grass over 6 inches or 15 centimeters tall, mow at the highest cutting setting and walk slower. Then mow again at a lower setting for the best lawn appearance. If the grass is too long, the mower may plug and cause the engine to stall. Mow only dry grass or leaves. Wet grass and leaves tend to clump on the yard and can cause the mower to plug or the engine to stall. Warning: wet grass or leaves can cause serious injury if you slip and contact the blade. Mow only in dry conditions. Alternate the mowing direction. This helps disperse the clippings over the lawn for even fertilization. If the finished lawn appearance is unsatisfactory, try one or more of the following. Replace the blade or have it sharpened. Walk at a slower pace while moving. Raise the cutting height on your mower. Cut the grass more frequently. Overlap cutting swaths instead of cutting a full swath with each pass. Set the cutting height on the front wheels 1 notch lower than the rear wheels. For example, set the front wheels at 2 inches or 51mm and the rear wheels at 2.5 inches or 64mm. Cutting leaves. After cutting the lawn, ensure that half of the lawn shows through the cut leaf cover. You may need to make more than one pass over the leaves. If there are more than 5 inches or 13 centimeters of leaves on the lawn, set the front cutting height 1 or 2 notches higher than the rear cutting height. Slow down your moving speed if the mower does not cut the leaves finely enough. Maintenance. Note: determine the left and right sides of the machine from the normal operating position. Recommended maintenance schedule. After the first 5 hours, change the engine oil. Before each use, or daily, check the engine oil level. Ensure that the engine stops within 3 seconds after releasing the blade control bar. Check the blade stop system operation. Clean grass clippings and dirt from under the mower. Every 25 hours, check the air cleaner for dirty, loose, or damaged parts, and clean or replace them if necessary. And clean the blade stop system shield. Every 50 hours, change the engine oil. Every 100 hours, replace the air cleaner element, more frequently when operating the mower in dusty or dirty operating conditions. Clean the cooling system, refer to your engine owner's manual, and replace the spark plug. Before storage, empty the fuel tank before repairs as directed and before annual storage. Yearly, replace the blade or have it sharpened, more frequently if the edge dulls quickly. Refer to your engine operator's manual for any additional yearly maintenance procedures. Important: refer to your engine operator's manual for additional maintenance procedures. Preparing for maintenance. Step 1. Stop the engine and wait for all moving parts to stop. Step 2. Disconnect the spark plug wire from the spark plug before performing any maintenance procedure. Step 3. After performing the maintenance procedures, connect the spark plug wire to the spark plug. Important: before tipping the mower to change the oil or replace the blade, allow the fuel tank to run dry through normal usage. If you must tip the mower prior to running out of fuel, use a hand fuel pump to remove the fuel. Always tip the mower onto its side with the dipstick down. Warning: tipping the mower may cause the fuel to leak. Gasoline is flammable, explosive, and can cause personal injury. Run the engine dry or remove the gasoline with a hand pump. Never siphon. Servicing the air cleaner element. Service interval. Every 25 hours or yearly, whichever comes first. Check the air cleaner for dirty, loose, or damaged parts and clean or replace them if necessary. Every 100 hours or yearly, whichever comes first. Replace the air cleaner element, more frequently when operating the mower in dusty or dirty operating conditions. Step 1. Perform the pre-maintenance procedures. Step 2. Unscrew and open the air cleaner cover. Step 3. Replace the air cleaner element. Step 4. Install the air cleaner cover. Changing the engine oil. Service interval. After the first 5 hours. Every 50 hours/yearly, whichever comes first. Run the engine a few minutes before changing the oil to warm it. Warm oil flows better and carries more contaminants. Step 1. Perform the pre-maintenance procedures. Step 2. Remove the dipstick. Step 3. Tip the mower onto its side with the air filter up to drain the used oil out through the oil fill tube. Step 4. Slowly pour oil into the oil fill tube until the oil level reaches the full line on the dipstick. Do not overfill. Max fill 22 ounces or 0.65 liters. Type 10W-30 or SAE30 detergent oil with an API service classification of SJ or higher. Note: each time you check the oil level, remove the dipstick and wipe it clean. Insert it into the oil filler neck, but do not screw it in. Then remove it again and check the level. Note: if you overfill the engine, pour some oil out as directed in changing the engine oil. Step 5. Install the dipstick securely. Step 6. Dispose of the used oil properly at a local recycling center. Cleaning the blade stop system shield. Service interval every 25 hours. Clean the blade stop system shield yearly to prevent the blade from stalling while you mow. Step 1. Disconnect the spark plug wire from the spark plug. Step 2. Tip the mower onto its side with the air filter up. Step 3. Remove the 2 blade nuts and the stiffener. Step 4. Remove the blade. Step 5. Remove the blade driver and disc. Step 6. Remove the blade stop system shield. Step 7. Brush or blow out debris from the inside of the shield and around all the parts. Step 8. Install the blade stop system shield that you previously removed. Step 9. Install the blade driver and disc that you previously removed. Step 10. Install the blade and the stiffener that you previously removed. Step 11. Install the blade nuts and torque them to 15 to 27 feet per pound, or 20 to 37 newtons per meter. Replacing the blade. Service interval, yearly. Replace the blade or have it sharpened. Important: you will need a torque wrench to install the blade properly. If you do not have a torque wrench or are uncomfortable performing this procedure, contact an authorized service dealer. Examine the blade whenever you run out of gasoline. If the blade is damaged or cracked, replace it immediately. If the blade edge is dull or nicked, have it sharpened and balanced, or replace it. Warning: the blade is sharp. Contacting the blade can result in serious personal injury. Wear gloves when servicing the blade. Step 1. Disconnect the spark plug wire from the spark plug. Step 2. Tip the mower onto its side with the air filter up. Step 3. Remove the two blade nuts and the stiffener. Step 4. Remove the blade. Step 5. Install the new blade. Step 6. Install the stiffener you previously removed. Step 7. Install the blade nuts and torque them to 15 to 27 feet per pound, or 20 to 37 newtons per meter. Adjusting the self-propel drive cable. Self-propel models only. Whenever you install a new self-propel cable, or if the self-propel drive is out of adjustment, adjust the self-propel drive cable. Step 1. Loosen the cable support nut. Step 2. Hold the self-propel bail 1 to 1.5 inches, or 25 to 38 millimeters, from the handle. Step 3. Pull down the cable jacket toward the mower until there is no slack in the cable. Step 4. Tighten the nut on the cable support. Step 5. Release the self-propel drive bar and ensure that the cable is loose. Note: the cable must be loose with the self-propel drive bar in the release position. Otherwise, the mower may creep when you disengage the bar. Cleaning the mower. Service interval: before each use or daily. Warning: the mower may dislodge material from under the mower housing. Wear eye protection. Stay in the operating position. Do not allow bystanders in the area. Step 1. With the engine running on a flat paved surface, spray a stream of water in front of the right rear wheel. The water will splash into the path of the blade, cleaning out the clippings. Step 2. When no more clippings come out, stop the water and move the mower to a dry area. Step 3. Run the engine for a few minutes to dry the housing to prevent it from rusting. Storage. Store the mower in a cool, clean, dry place. Preparing the mower for storage. Warning: gasoline vapors can explode. Do not store gasoline more than 30 days. Do not store the mower in an enclosure near an open flame. Allow the engine to cool before storing it. Step 1. On the last refueling of the year, add fuel stabilizer to the fuel as directed by the engine manufacturer. Step 2. Run the mower until the engine stops from running out of fuel. Step 3. Prime the engine and start it again. Step 4. Allow the engine to run until it stops. When you can no longer start the engine, it is sufficiently dry. Step 5. Disconnect the wire from the spark plug. Step 6. Remove the spark plug. Add 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of oil through the spark plug hole and pull the starter rope slowly several times to distribute oil throughout the cylinder to prevent cylinder corrosion during the off-season. Step 7. Install the spark plug and tighten it with a torque wrench to 15 feet per pound, or 20 newtons per meter. Step 8. Tighten all nuts, bolts, and screws. Folding the handle. Folding or unfolding the handle improperly can damage the cables, causing an unsafe operating condition. Do not damage the cables when folding or unfolding the handle. If a cable is damaged, contact an authorized service dealer. Step 1. Loosen the handle knobs until you can move the handle freely. Step 2. Move the handle forward as shown in Figure 21. Removing the mower from storage. Connect the wire to the spark plug. The Lawn Bully No Worry Warranty. A 2-year full warranty, 45-day limited warranty for commercial use. The Lawn Bully True Start Commitment. A 3-year full warranty, not applicable for commercial use. Conditions and products covered under the No Worry warranty. The Toro Company and its affiliate, Toro Warranty Company, pursuant to an agreement between them, jointly promise to repair any Toro product used for residential purposes. If defective in materials or workmanship, or if it stops functioning due to the failure of a component for the periods listed below. Products. Product and attachments. 2-year full warranty. Powertrain. 3-year full warranty. Batteries. 1 year. Wear items such as belts, blades, blade adapters, grass bags, cables, and wheels. 90 days. Limited warranty under the No Worry warranty for commercial use. Gas-powered Toro products used at more than one location or used for institutional or rental use are warranted for 45 days against defects in materials or workmanship. Components failing due to normal wear are not covered by this warranty. Coverage under the True Start commitment. The Toro Company and its affiliate, Toro Warranty Company, pursuant to an agreement between them, jointly promise that your True Start engine, when used for residential purposes, will start on the first or second pull for 3 years from the date of purchase if you provide the routine maintenance it requires, or we will fix it free of charge. This Toro commitment does not apply when the product is used commercially. The following applies to both the No Worry warranty and the True Start commitment. Owner responsibilities. You must maintain your Toro product by following the maintenance procedures described in the operator's manual. Such routine maintenance, whether performed by a dealer or by you, is at your expense. Items and conditions not covered. There is no other express warranty except for special emission system coverage on some products. This express warranty does not cover the following: any product or part which has been altered or misused and requires replacement or repair due to an accident or lack of proper maintenance. Pickup and delivery charges. Operational misuse, neglect, or accidents. Repairs or attempted repairs by anyone other than an authorized Toro service dealer. Repairs or adjustments to correct starting difficulties due to the following: failure to follow proper maintenance procedures, contaminants in the fuel system, or failure to drain the fuel system prior to any period of non-use over 1 month. Special operational conditions where starting may require more than 2 pulls. First time starts after extended period of non-use over 1 month or seasonal storage. Improper starting procedure. Instructions for obtaining warranty service. If you think that your Toro product contains a defect in materials or workmanship, or if a normal, able-bodied adult can no longer start your product's engine in 1 or 2 pulls, follow this procedure. Step 1. Contact any authorized Toro service dealer to arrange service at their dealership. To locate a dealer convenient to you, refer to the yellow pages of your telephone directory, or access our website at www.toro.com. You may also call the numbers listed in item number 3 to use the 24-hour Toro dealer locator system. Step 2. Bring the product and your proof of purchase to the service dealer. The dealer will diagnose the problem and determine if it is covered under warranty. Step 3. If for any reason you are dissatisfied with the service dealer's analysis or with the assistance provided, contact us at Customer Care Department, Consumer Division, Toro Warranty Company, 8111 Lindale Avenue South, Bloomington, Minnesota 55420-1196, or call us toll-free at 866-216-6032. for U.S. customers, or 866-216-6031 for Canadian customers. General conditions. All repairs covered by these warranties must be performed by an authorized Toro service dealer using Toro-approved replacement parts. Neither the Toro Company nor Toro Warranty Company is liable for indirect, incidental, or consequential damages in connection with the use of the Toro products covered by these warranties, including any cost or expense of providing substitute equipment or service during reasonable periods of malfunction or non-use pending completion of repairs under these warranties. Some states do not allow exclusions of incidental or consequential damages, so the above exclusions may not apply to you. This warranty gives you specific legal rights, and you may also have other rights which vary from state to state. Countries other than the United States or Canada. Customers who have purchased Toro products exported from the United States or Canada should contact their Toro distributor or dealer to obtain guarantee policies for your country, province, or state. If, for any reason, you are dissatisfied with your distributor's service or have difficulty obtaining guarantee information, contact the Toro importer. If all other remedies fail, you may contact us at Toro Warranty Company. Panasonic operating instructions. Over-the-range microwave oven. Model NN-H275. Read all instructions carefully before using the oven. Microwave oven safety. Your safety and the safety of others are very important. We have provided important safety messages in this manual and on your appliance. Always read and obey all safety messages. This is the safety alert symbol. It is used to alert you to potential hazards that can kill or hurt you and others. The safety messages will follow the safety alert symbol and either the word danger, warning, or caution. These words mean: danger. You can be killed or seriously injured if you don't immediately follow instructions. Warning. You can be killed or seriously injured if you don't follow instructions. Caution. You can be exposed to a potentially hazardous situation which, if not avoided, may result in minor or moderate injury. The safety messages will tell you what the potential hazard is, tell you how to reduce the chance of injury, and tell you what can happen if the instructions are not followed. Precautions to avoid potential exposure to excessive microwave energy. A. Do not attempt to operate this oven with the door open, since open door operation can result in harmful exposure to microwave energy. It is important not to defeat or tamper with the safety interlocks. B. Do not place any object between the oven front face and the door, or allow soil or cleaner residue to accumulate on sealing surfaces. C. Do not operate the oven if it is damaged. It is particularly important that the oven door close properly and that there is no damage to the door, hinges, latches, door seals, and sealing surfaces. D. The oven should not be adjusted or repaired by anyone except properly qualified service personnel. Thank you for purchasing a Panasonic microwave oven. Your microwave oven is a cooking appliance, and you should use as much care as you use with a stove or any other cooking appliance. When using this electrical appliance, basic safety precautions should be followed, including the following. Important safety instructions. Warning. To reduce the risk of burns, electric shock, fire, injury to persons, or exposure to excessive microwave energy. 1. Read all instructions before using this appliance. 2. Read and follow the specific precautions to avoid possible exposure to excessive microwave energy found on the inside front cover. 3. This appliance must be grounded. Connect only to a properly grounded outlet. See grounding instructions found on page 3. 4. As with any cooking appliance, do not leave oven unattended while in use. 5. Install or locate this appliance only in accordance with the installation instructions found on page 3. 6. Do not cover or block any openings on this appliance. 7. Do not store this appliance outdoors. Do not use this product near water, for example, near a kitchen sink, in a wet basement, or near a swimming pool or similar locations. 8. Use this appliance only for its intended use as described in the manual. Do not use corrosive chemicals, vapors, or non-food products in this appliance. This type of oven is specifically designed to heat or cook food. It is not designed for industrial or laboratory use. The use of corrosive chemicals in heating or cleaning will damage the appliance and may result in radiation leaks. 9. When cleaning surfaces of the door and oven that come together on closing the door, use only mild, non-abrasive soaps or detergents applied with a sponge or soft cloth. 10. Do not allow children to use this appliance unless closely supervised by an adult. Do not assume that because a child has mastered one cooking skill, he or she can cook everything. 11. Do not operate this appliance if it has a damaged cord or plug, if it is not working properly, or if it has been damaged or dropped. 12. Do not immerse cord or plug in water. 13. Keep cord away from heated surfaces. 14. Do not let cord hang over edge of a table or counter. 15. This appliance should be serviced only by qualified service personnel. Contact the nearest authorized service center for examination, repair, or adjustment. 16. Some products such as whole eggs with or without shell, narrow neck bottles, and sealed containers, for example, closed glass jars, may explode and should not be heated in this oven. 17. To reduce the risk of fire in the oven cavity, A. Do not overcook food. Carefully attend appliance when paper, plastic, or other combustible materials are placed inside the oven to facilitate cooking. B. Remove wire twist ties from paper or plastic bags before placing bag in oven. C. If material inside the oven ignites, keep oven door closed, turn oven off, and disconnect the power cord, or shut off power at the fuse or circuit breaker panel. D. Do not use the cavity for storage purposes. Do not leave paper products, cooking utensils, or food in the cavity when not in use. 18. Liquids such as water, coffee, or tea are able to be overheated beyond the boiling point without appearing to be boiling. Visible bubbling when the container is removed from the microwave oven is not always present. This could result in very hot liquid suddenly boiling over when the container is disturbed or a utensil is inserted into the liquid. To reduce the risk of injury to persons, stir the liquid both before and halfway through heating it. Do not heat water and oil or fats together. The film of oil will trap steam and may cause a violent eruption. Do not use straight-sided containers with narrow necks. After heating, allow the container to stand in the microwave oven for a short time before removing the container. 19. Do not cook directly on the turntable. It can crack, cause injury or damage to the oven. Important safety instructions continued. 20. This appliance is suitable for use above both gas and electric cooking equipment 36 inches or 91.4 centimeters or less wide. To reduce the risk of fire and electric shock, install at least 13 5/8 inches or 34.6 centimeters above a cooktop measured to the bottom of the oven. 21. Clean ventilating hoods frequently. Grease should not be allowed to accumulate on hood or filter. 22. Use care when cleaning the grease filter. Corrosive cleaning agents, such as lye-based oven cleaners, may damage the filter. Clean in hot detergent solution every month. 23. When flaming foods under the hood, turn the fan on. Warning: to avoid the risk of shock, do not remove outer panel from oven. Repairs must be done only by a qualified service person. To reduce the risk of exposure to microwave energy, do not tamper with or make any adjustments or repairs to door, control panel frame, safety interlock switches, or any other part of oven. Microwave leakage may result. To avoid the risk of fire, 1. Do not operate the oven empty. The microwave energy will reflect continuously throughout the oven, causing overheating and damage if food and water is not present to absorb energy. 2. Do not store flammable materials next to or on top of or in the oven. 3. Do not dry clothes, newspapers, or other materials in the oven, or use newspaper or paper bags for cooking. 4. Do not hit or strike the control panel. Damage to controls may occur. 5. Do not use recycled paper products unless the paper product is labeled as safe for microwave oven use. Recycled paper products may contain impurities which may cause sparking. To avoid the risk of scalding, pot holders should always be used when removing items from the oven. Heat is transferred from the hot food to the cooking container and from the container to the glass tray. The glass tray can also be very hot after removing the cooking container from the oven. Glass tray. 1. Do not operate the oven without the roller ring and the glass tray in place. 2. Do not operate the oven without the glass tray fully engaged on the drive hub. Improper cooking or damage to the oven could result. Verify that the glass tray is properly engaged and rotating by observing its rotation when you press start. Note: the glass tray can turn in either direction. 3. Use only the glass tray specifically designed for this oven. Do not substitute any other glass tray. 4. If the glass tray is hot, allow to cool before cleaning or placing in water. 5. Do not cook directly on the glass tray. Always place food in a microwave-safe dish or on a rack set in a microwave-safe dish. 6. If food or utensil on the glass tray touches oven walls, causing the tray to stop moving, the tray will automatically rotate in the opposite direction. Roller ring. 1. The roller ring and oven floor should be cleaned frequently to prevent excessive noise. 2. Always replace the roller ring and the glass tray in their proper positions. 3. The roller ring must always be used for cooking along with the glass tray. Save these instructions. For proper use of your oven, Read remaining safety cautions and operating instructions.